tubaliriza ku SMP Media 24 adakolwali tuli wano ku Sheraton Hotel mu kibuga Kampala. Uganda Olympic Committee of course badde balonda obukulembeze obupya mu bifo of course nga first assistant general secretary, first vice president ne mayor executive committee ebifo ebadde bisatu of course badde kukuvuganya okwa waggulu ennyo nenga ebifo nga president Mr. Donald Yukare Doctor asigadde nga
line for this sector. I have really fought for the sector, so I'm very happy that people have entrusted me with this particular role. And of course, I have told them, I am coming on marketing purposes. Of course, the other issue about marketing is that we need to save our members from the new statutory instrument. That instrument is going to make us lose a lot of our members. So the people have trusted me to fulfill what I have promised. And starting next week, I'm going to start working for the federations, starting to work to try and get more money for all of us. It's not only them, even my own table tennis needs more money. And then starting on Monday, we are going to start to inform the country why it is so unfair to register us because we are not in the districts. See, this message has not been very loud and clear in the whole country. Now that I have this mandate, I'm going to amplify this volume, and I know our friends at NCS at the ministry.
A female president and from Africa, and therefore I would like us to congratulate her, and we wish her all the best going forward. We have apologies from our Secretary General, who is in China attending to a number of official duties, but she is with us in spirit, and I think maybe following online. We have apologies from the National Council of Sports, who were invited. Oh, why are you hiding? We recognize our good friend Sarah Chalingat, who is the Assistant Secretary General in charge of the technical administration. Sarah, you're welcome. And please stand up for recognition. And her presence here is important, as I'm going to indicate in a few minutes. So that, colleagues, I would like to say that on behalf of the team that is here, I would like to thank you all for your spirit of cooperation, spirit of working together and being united as the family of the Uganda Olympic Committee. You have the annual report before you, so I'm not going to dive into that deeply because that will be provided by the Assistant Secretary General. But I would like to say that over the last 4 years, we, the team that you elected in 2021, have been able to achieve a number of issues or milestones. Top on that, we have our strategic plan, which continues to guide us on your behalf. We have been able to support several athletes, over 30, several teams, including, among others, the rugby men's and women's. We have continued to our capacity building programs with over 2,500 administrators, some of you trained. We have been able to support the federations, albeit meager, but we will hope to keep on improving this support to the federations. Our commissions, and join me in thanking all the commission heads and team members of the 11 commissions. Can they please stand up for the commission? Because these commissions have been the backbone. I know some of our colleagues question the validity of what they do, Mr. Robert Jackman, but these commissions do the work. So thank you all, commission members, for what you've done over the last 4 years, because what you do is critical. I also thank the administrative team led by Mr. Elijah, if you can all stand up, because it can come to the end of our. So thank you all for the job well done, for the team that works behind all of us. So thank you, Elijah and team. We also thank the media that has done an excellent job of publicizing what we do, and the executive team here before you. During the last 4 years, we have also been able to not only attend several of your activities, but also support several of your activities as the UOC through mainly the Olympic Solidarity programs. We have also been able to initiate and foster several partnerships. I would like to single out the partnership through the Sustainability Commission of Mr. Mark Bond and Kenneth, where we have set up a program to have the Olympic forest. So thank you, Richard and team, together with the Uganda Forest Authority. We are currently mapping those areas where the forest will be. So thank you very much. We have been able to work together with the marketing team to bring on board a number of partners. Top on the line, Nile Breweries, Sheraton, which has given us this venue for free as part of the partnership. So Mr. Jago, we're not spending a lot of money on seminars and AGMs, but this is through partnerships. So I'm preempting your question, sir, which I know is coming. We have been able to work with Plascon, Kansai, Sanlam, our insurance partners, Graphic Systems, UTB, and many others, to the tune of about 400 million. And we believe that going forward, the new team that may come into office will be able to build on this. We have also, during the last 4 years, through you, and I'd like to commend the Uganda Athletics Federation, through President Dominic, Uganda Boxing Federation, through President Mohanji, Uganda Cycling Federation, through Mr. Mwonge, Uganda Rowing, Mr. Hamza and Team Federation, Uganda's Aquatics and Swimming Federation. I'm single out those because these are the teams that were able to qualify athletes to the Olympics, both for Tokyo and Paris. So congratulations to you, and you know that through those, we also had podium performances over the last 4 years. In Tokyo, 4 medals, I think coming 4th overall in the African table, and in Paris 2. So thank you all. We also have the African Games, where a lot of you participated, and we came back with a total of over 20. As members of the family, we continue to foster the cordial and harmonious relationships among all of us members. And I would like to encourage all of you that we need, please, to remain united. We might have different points of view, we have varied ideas of how we operate, but it's important that we remain. I believe maybe Hamza is sabotaging my mind, but we know how to deal with foot soldiers and people who know very effectively. Okay, maybe. He's saying that my hand is very big and I'm tapping it, so I'm sorry. So Hamza, you're off the record. So we have been able to work with you, and we like to maintain this spirit of collegiality. We have also been able to attend a number of international events and regional events, Commonwealth Games meetings, Africa meetings, and local meetings. So we continue to, we welcome the campaign manager, some of our people, Mr. Moses Mohanji, you're welcome, sir. We also would like to congratulate all our members who have aspired and been recognized internationally. We have a number of them. I hope I don't make a protocol blunder, but we have Madame Harriet Aya, who is on one of the councils or committees at FIG. Congratulations, Aya. We have Madame Batenga, who is also a member of the commission at World Rowing. Congratulations. Mr. SPK, you're also now a member at Modern.
That appear on the primary statements. Ladies and gentlemen, my opinion is on page 5 to page 7, and I'm going to read it as it appears in the book. Our opinion, we have quoted the financial statements of the Uganda Olympic Committee set out on pages 8 to 16 as at 31st December 2024. They comprise those statements as I've mentioned earlier, and in our opinion, the accompanying financial statements present fairly, in all material respects, the financial position of the organization as of 31st December 2024, and of its financial performance and cash flows for the year then ended in accordance with the IFRS or SNE's accounting standards and the requirements of the organization's constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, we also mentioned the basis upon which we issue our opinion, and that is the international standards on auditing. We are also required to comply with the International Ethics Standards Board for Accountants Code of Conduct. And in there, we also mention other information, which includes the Executive Committee report and the schedule of operating expenditures. We also have responsibilities of the Executive Committee, and that's one of the things is to make sure that the financial information they are giving us is true and fair, that the internal controls they have in place are working, and basically they are responsible for preparing the financial statements, and our role is to issue an opinion on those financial statements. But before that, we have our responsibilities as auditors. They are also mentioned therein in our report, and I want to assure members that we audit the financial statements of the Olympic Committee, signed and dated our report on 27th February of 2025. Thank you. To translate it loosely, we have issued a clean opinion on the financial statements. Does not mean that there were no issues, but they were not significant enough to warrant a modification to the opinion. So I would like to congratulate management and the executive committee, and thank you for continuously collaborating with us.
Thank you, Madam, for that. That is the opinion of the auditors. Can we then have a motion to approve the financial report and audit report? I see fencing, modern pentathlon, football, golf, everybody. Is there no objection? No, I don't see any. So thank you very much, Salim. So can we go to the next item, which is the 2025 budget?
Thank you, President. We are going to the budget, and for us who are the UOC family group, it has always raised the dust where it has rained. But we need to know that we should know.
We can allow our auditors. Can we thank them very much for their excellent report? Thank you very much, TTF, and we wish you a good weekend. And we thank you for your very professional service.
Yeah, I was saying that the budget, I can see Nakamia here, laughing about me. The budgets we have are estimates, number one, of our unspent year 2025, how we are going to perform it in terms of financial. But we should also know that our budgets are tied, in that the funder ties that money. Most of the biggest source of funding of the money we get is from Olympic Solidarity. And the Olympic Solidarity money comes when it is tied. You cannot divert the commission activities, which is supposed to be done in the money submitted, and then do it something different from what it was anticipated. Otherwise, we shall be having problems with our local auditors, because they also want to know what was the source of this money vis-a-vis what did it do. Most of the projects we ask Olympic Solidarity ties this money, and most of this money goes to the commissions. And I think the people in the commission understand this better. We have always given you the money for commissions 100%. As it comes, it's how it goes out. So, but we have to report that this is part of our budget. We also receive some money which is not tied, mainly for administration, but that money compared to the money we receive is small. And that's why we juggle in, make sure that our federation gets something out of it. And I'm happy to let you know there's some increment for the federation. I also happen to be a president of a federation, and I know it hurts when I'm getting 1,250. More so when I have a federation which needs 1 or 2 billion shillings to manage. But when I remove that jacket of being a president of Uganda Volleyball and put on the jacket as a treasurer, I'm constrained to go that way. So we need to put that in consideration when we are looking at this budget. This budget, as I told you, we had a budget, the total expenditure for last financial year was around 5 billion, but this budget is now coming down to almost 3 billion shillings. The reason is the two big
Mr. Hamza, our food soldier, I'm going to nickname you food soldier because you are at the risk of you saying that you're going to kick me out, which is okay. He's also part of Africa Rowing. We have Madame Sheila Kabanziwe, who is a member of Africa. We have the man who kept me awake until 4 in the morning, the president of Zone 5 Volleyball, next to us here.
Wiping out 80% of our funding before we even begin. For 4 years, URA held our boats. Despite repeated pleas for intervention from NCS, the Sports Ministry and the Finance Ministry, we received no government support, and only through personal lobbying did we secure tax waivers from a high government official who is not affiliated with sports. In the end, one of our rowing family members had to raise 200 million shillings in storage and damage fees to rescue boats meant to develop a national sport. This is a sport that has represented Uganda at the last 2 Olympic Games, one of only 5 sports to do so. Yet we received no priority, no structured support, and are now expected to develop the sport nationally under an impossible framework. As these regulations are being drafted, Rowing engaged the Sports Ministry and NCS in good faith, offering written technical analysis of what was achievable under the law. Evidently, our concerns were ignored, and now the regulations have been gazetted. Many federations, including ours, face deregistration, not due to incompetence, but because we have been set up to fail. It is common knowledge that Rowing, we had governance issues in the past. But my presence here today is proof of how far we have come. Yet progress means nothing when the system is designed to crush us financially and administratively. The UOC, I know you're working, but we cannot stand at arm's length and simply tell federations to align with the law, when alignment is impossible under a suffocating system. The UOC has engaged the government, but the reality is clear, we have been ignored. The NOC must do more than acknowledge the problem. It must take bold, collective action to defend the Olympic movement in Uganda. I urge the UOC to lead a unified legal challenge to the sports law and regulations where they contradict the Olympic Charter and hinder sport development. If necessary, the UOC should petition the President's Office for direct intervention. Uganda's adherence to the Olympic movement principles must also be questioned if the government is actively or planning to deregister sports instead of supporting them. This issue must be escalated to the IOC and local and other international bodies. The UOC, here are my recommendations. The UOC must establish a special commission to protect at-risk sports like mine, ensuring that no federation is eliminated due to financial constraints or bureaucratic hurdles. An emergency joint session with the Sports Ministry, NCS and Parliament is also necessary to address these concerns before more sports are lost. If dialogue fails, we escalate. Olympic sports in Uganda cannot survive another cycle of neglect. If we, as the Uganda Olympic Committee, custodians of the Olympic movement, allow this law to stand unchallenged, we will oversee the death of multiple Olympic sports in Uganda. If the government refuses to protect Olympic sports, the UOC must fulfill its natural duty to stand up, defend, and safeguard them. If the UOC also fails to protect Olympic sports, then who will? Thank you very much.
Motion. So my colleague, Joseph, will invite, we shall go to 5-5.
Before we start, we want to make sure the boxes are empty. And you also confirm, do you want them sealed or not? Because we have sealed.
Sealed.
You want them sealed?
No. You sealed them. Sealed them.
So we are starting from here. When you come, I'll give you the 3 ballot papers. Ex-co member, you insert it here, you take from here and insert it here. Or you can take from top.
Behind
And then assistant test chief here. And then the first vice president.
You may even take one stand.
Athletics. Badminton. Voters, please come with your own pens. Basketball.
I think basketball is was it yes, 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 yes. Yes, it is growing. It was
Cycling.
Akiwa kama mtu walimu, hata kama mtu walimu waliponia kwa katika ni kwa kama sema wa
Kwa ile sawa ya maji. Aye bitale bata. Anenda ngambe bitale.
Golf. Gymnastics. Handball. Hockey. Modern pentagram. Netball.
Yes. It's a separate ballot, and this is how we do it. Richard Macbon Asimwe. Richard Macbon Asimwe and Nasa Serunjoji. Abdul Nasa Serunjoji and Ganzi Semu. Nasa Serunjoji and Robert Jago. Asimwe and Robert Jago. Asimwe Ganzi and Jabwe. Serunjoji and Jabwe. Robert Jabwe. Asimwe and Jabwe. Nasa Serunjoji and Robert Jabwe. Asimwe and Jabwe. Asimwe and Jabwe. Ganzi and Jabwe. Asimwe and Serunjoji. Serunjoji and Ganzi. Asimwe and Serunjoji. Jagwe. Robert Jagwe, we reported on 21 votes as executive member, male.
No, we are very happy that we have had a very productive and peaceful annual General Assembly and our elections. We thank all the 34 members. We have had a new member quickly joining us. We thank the 33 members that have expressed their confidence in electing us. So we welcome and congratulate the entire new team that has been elected for the next 4 years.
I'm even glad that as we are doing this interview, right now in the world indoors, our athlete Tom Dwadiga stormed the finals of 800 meters, having finished second in his semi-final. And it is his first time to be in the world indoors. This is a world event. So for me, I talk about world events. I talk about world medals. I talk about world victories. And you know, if you are a few of you, or it's only you doing that, others may decide to join hands against you. That's fine. I will still be part of the committee. I've been the chair of the Merit and Awards Commission, and if I'm still given that role, I will serve with delegates.
Abifunga President Mr. Donald Yukare Doctor asigadde nga President yali unopposed n'ebifo ebirala akati bino ebisatu kwe kubadde kuvaawo mpitewo oba okuvuganya okw'amaanyi ennyo naye nga gye bikomekerezebwa olunaku olwaleero akalulu kabadde free and fair federations kumpi ez'enjawulo sports entities ez'enjawulo eziri under Uganda Olympic Committee zisobodde okuba nga zikuba akalulu bulungi nnyo era ne basobola okuba nga balonda abakulembeze abapya bagenda okuba nga bagenda ku lukiiko olukulembeze olwa Uganda Olympic Committee. Kakati no executive committee mail kubaddeko abavuganya babadde bana, kubaddeko Richard Mark Bannon asiimwe, kubaddeko Nasa Serunjoji, kubaddeko n'omukulu ayitibwa Robert Jagwe saako ganzi gye bikomekereddwa nga Mr. Robert Jagwe asobodde okuba nga awangula n'obulubadde $21. Then wano babadde balondawo ko abantu babiri, ojja kwesanga nti n'omukulu asiimwe, of course Richard asobodde okuba nga naye ng'ayitamu n'obulubadde 18. Babiri abagenda okuba nga bakiika ku Male Executive Committee representative. Then first assistant general secretary kubaddeko abavuganya babadde babiri, kubaddeko mukyala Nakamya Anita okuva mu badminton n'omukyala ayitibwa Lydia Gloria Aya be basobodde okuba nga bavuganya gye bikomekerezebwa nga Gloria Aya asobodde okuba nga awangula n'obulubadde 22 ate mukyala Nakamya ng'afunye obululu bubadde 13 so ekifo ekisembyeyo ekya first vice president kubaddeko abavuganya babadde basatu, kubaddeko Mr. Dominic Otuchet owa athletics, kubaddeko Mr. Arinaitwe ne Nsubuga be basobodde okuba nga bavuganya naye nga gye bikomekeredde nga Arinaitwe of course Godwin asobodde okuba nga awangula n'obululu 23. So bimu ku bifo ebibaddeko ko okuvuganya okw'ekiko ekyawaggulu ennyo naddala mu kalulu akabadde olunaku olwaleero wali ku Uganda Olympic Committee ng'eronda of course obukulembeze obupya. So bimu ku bintu of course ebisobodde okuba nga bitambula naye nga abayisemuko ku financial report naye of course basobodde okuba nga bagiyitamuko n'ebigenda okuba nga bikolebwa in future ne events ez'amaanyi ezigenda okuba nga zijja under Uganda Olympic Committee ezigenda okuba nga zijja mwaka 2025-2026. So yembeera bwe tuwetambudde wano ku Sheraton Hotel mu kibuga Kampala.